This is just a quick little recording about how to do this one since I'm doing some stuff which I don't normally do on little pictures like this. I'm putting in a bit of extra effort for some people that are in the know. You know why. But I'll leave that for later for those who haven't followed up on the community notes. Anyway, one of the differences that I'm more doing in this one is we're actually using the little filters this time. We're starting with it like this, and then we go to the color mix. You may notice one big problem when we've used this filter though. The face is way too fucking bright, because it was already pretty bright in the base version. So one of the things that we are going to be doing is bringing that down. And this is what I normally use to make it so that way I get all my numbers right in the background. The first line right here is all the stuff that we're going to be doing here. And I've spoiled a little thing here, but you'll notice more what I mean later. Because I'm pretty sure most people don't know what tint is. Anyway, we start off with yellow luminescence, -100. And just to quickly show, like, in case you go up and down, it does actually change things. But because we're starting with -100 here, it does really change things. I'll be showing this a little bit later. And lastly, by going to the luminescence... Oh no, it's hue on this one, isn't it? Yes, it's green hue. Ta-da! Lastly, we just change up the skin color, which we can't do too much of, because when we go to 100%, it does look a little bit off, so we're staying to 77 here. Okay. Then we switch over to exposure, and what did I set the exposure to? 42? When you go to full exposure, obviously it doesn't look that well, but if you know how to manage it, this takes away some of the coloration. And one thing I will be doing for the yandere character is changing the tint all the way up. As you can tell, when I change it quickly, everything becomes a little bit more pink, including the shirt. Small little difference, but I am putting extra effort for this. Again, for those in the know, you know why. But we're not doing it for this one. This one is not afterwards. This is before the character change. Now it leads us to the last change, which is pretty obvious, but this type of skin on the base picrew is not that bad, but when we already have the skin being super, super white, it makes kind of an obnoxious number. So, to get over it, we have this, and what I normally do is just go directly here, get the same coloration. Be careful on the first line what you're doing here. Create your barrier. And then you can just quickly run through the rest of it. I'll be finishing this up on my own time, because I don't want this recording to be too long. And that's that. Hopefully this is a more informative video about the differences and me doing it in this type of way. Anyway, hopefully this recording actually functions if you're listening towards it. Bye. And I noticed in the last recording I forgot, well for you it would be a totally seamless transition, but I forgot to go over and put this. This is what the original looks like, in case we don't have the filter. I did all the other steps, the only difference is the fact that there isn't the filter on it. And this is the original. I shouldn't have to explain that while this is really, really good, this is better. The colors pop more, well, pretty obviously, and it just fits the vibe of the character that I want to portray a bit more better. This is why the additional filter step is necessary, at least to me. I just noticed I never gave that step before in the original recording, even though I said I would give that. About like, hey, what's the difference in that one step? Is it really important? And well, you can judge for yourselves, dolls. Anyway, that's all. Hopefully, this is, all in all, a decent video. I just didn't think I'd be, explaining it well in case I was doing, just a text this thing. Can you tell I'm a little bit sick at the time of this? Anyway, you girls should enjoy the video when it's done. It is going to be a little bit more labor intensive because, like, this is kind of more of a labor of love. Again, for those that, like, don't pay attention to community notes on the main channel, you will be very confused. I am sorry, but I'm going to assume some of you know. Anyway, bye-bye.